France 24's Benedicte Paviot has been following developments for us from Parliament Square. I mean, when we spoke earlier on this afternoon, you said there was quite a lot of anger in the air around you. And I'm just wondering how the news of a third rejection of that Brexit deal has gone down.
Well, there was a big cheer that went up. Why? And who? Well, why is because they were happy, and who? It was the Leavers. There are at least 200, maybe perhaps 300 of them in just a few meters away from me. You've missed, there have been a few marchers. Well, you can see some just behind me if I duck down like that. They've had marching bands, some from Northern Ireland, with slogans like, give me my freedom back, vote Leave. And clearly they are happy. They think this is good news for them. But the fact of the matter is that Parliament, once again, has voted for what it doesn't want. And this has been a criticism both here in the United Kingdom, also, of course, by EU leaders, amongst them Donald Tusk, amongst them also Mr. Juncker, because what the EU wants, and a lot of people, I think, here in the United Kingdom want, is clarity. Businesses are crying out for clarity. Indeed, one of the appeals this morning in the lead up to this, during this emergency session and the lead up to this vote, the Attorney General reiterated again and again and again the fact that if MPs wanted certainty, if businesses wanted certainty, and if people wanted certainty, then they were to vote for this withdrawal agreement. We must underline that this withdrawal agreement is legally binding, and that it was part of the meaningful vote that had two parts, the withdrawal agreement that, in effect, my Arabic colleague, who is about to go on air as well. It was the withdrawal agreement, which is the terms of the divorce of the United Kingdom from the 27 other EU member states. And that's what was being voted on, and that's been rejected. So where do we go from here? Well, clearly, I think there will be many questions about this Prime Minister's future. Already, we know that there are at least 30 contenders, amongst whom Boris Johnson, former Foreign Secretary, amongst whom the Home Secretary Sajid Javid, amongst whom Work and Pensions Secretary Amber Rudd, amongst whom have I missed? Sajid Javid. Also the Home Secretary. So many people lining up, but we're not there yet. I think the big focus, parliamentary speaking wise, is on Monday, because MPs seized control of business in the House of Commons and started a process that is called indicative votes to try and indicate what they could find a majority for. Out of the 8 options selected by the Speaker on Wednesday, all, I should say, were defeated, but the ones that were defeated by the smallest margins were for a customs union with the EU, and also the possibility of a second referendum. So I think there will be a lot of coalescing, and that's what I'm hearing, of people who voted, and MPs all over the weekend, to try and see what Parliament could on Monday, during more indicative votes, find something forward to go forward. And Jeremy Corbyn was certainly saying that. And he also, that threat to the Prime Minister, short of calling a confidence vote in her, saying, look, if you can't sort out this chaos, and if you cannot accept that there needs to be, that you need to look at other possibilities and take your red lines away, then you really need to call a general election.